was a guy in Greenville, Texas, or in Hunt County, Alvin Payne, fine man. And he had some dogs, decoy dogs. That was in 1960. This was before most people ever heard of a decoy dog. And and we used to get a catch report every 90 days, and we'd look at that and see who was doing what, And old Alvin caught just as many coyotes in summer as he did in winter. And so I always wondered about that. It was his dogs. And so he had decoy dogs. Well, if you go where coyotes have pups and you take some dogs up there, the coyotes will attack them. And the dogs will come back to you and you shoot the coyote. Works real good because those coyotes have got their mind on that dog, and they'll come close near the wall. And so we have some people that have decoy dogs, and that works real good. And they help to find dens. We used to have den hunters back, and when I was in Lubbock, we had some really, really good guys that knew. That's when you find out how much a man knows about a coyote in the summertime. You have more problems in the summertime here with killing because they've got to feed their pups, and they're really good parents. They're better parents than a lot of people are. And they'll kill just as much to feed one as they will the whole crew. But the den hunting used to be a big thing. There's very little of that done anymore. I had the opportunity. I've been very fortunate in that I've had the opportunity to go with lots of good field people, really good field, and see how they operated and what they did. And when I was at Lubbock, there was a fellow named Tom Sparks there. It was the finest man that's ever walked, I guess. Never heard him cuss ever. That old Jesse, that was his saying. So we went to Matador and one day, and I'd found some coyote dens in my life, but I just really didn't know what I was doing. But we went down to Matador and got with Louis McDonough. He was the trapper at Matador. He's a little Scotsman, a little short guy, and he bounced when he walked. And so we took off to go den hunting. And they'd get out, and it was just like two little old dogs. They'd find a track, and they'd say, "No, this is not it." So you'd find a track, and they'd look at it, and they'd look at one another, and they'd talk, and they'd say, "Well, there's a den on one end or the other of this." And we killed 27 coyotes that day. We dug 3 dens, and we called up some old ones and stuff. So I learned a lot from them about den hunting. In that kind of country, it's very successful. In the hill country down here, there's a lot of brush and rocks. You got to have a dog or something. It wouldn't work as good. But that was quite an experience to see some good people like that knew what they were doing.